Hey there, Monkeypod community. I am here today with Monkeypod member, avid Keap user, and Keap Certified Partner, Dr. Denise Dennis. And I invited Dr. Denise to come on with us today to talk about productizing, to talk about Keap's new Solution Launchpad product, to see if that's exciting for all of you in the Monkeypod community, and also just to talk about coaching businesses and scaling businesses in general. So Denise, thank you so much for being here and for being ready to share what you know with us.
This is actually a presentation that I shared at Keap's Let's Grow Summit. I've tailored it a bit. I've tweaked it a little bit more because there's some specific things that I want to share with you all. But the core of what I want to share with you is that for too many of us, we're working too hard. And even though we all know automation saves you time, it's still possible that you are just working too hard. Part of the reason or the way people are working too hard is that you're coming up with custom solutions for every single client. Every time you get a new client, you're basically starting from scratch. And that means that that's likely going to cause bottlenecks because it takes time to manually set up each client's automation or whatever it is that they're purchasing from you. It does not allow us to scale because if everybody needs a unique setup, a unique solution, then scaling up really is going to mean you have to scale the team because you need many more people to do all this customization, which also means your costs are going to go up. And obviously it means that your workload is just going to be overwhelming because again, there's the time as well as just the mental energy of having to come up with something new for every client. So it would be better if we had a high quality custom solution that you can give to your clients, not in weeks, but something that you could do in just a few days, maybe even just a few hours, without compromising your quality and without burning out yourself or burning out your team. And so that is what I want to share with you today. The key to making this shift from all of these customized solutions is to think rather than providing one-on-one custom solutions, you want to come up with a one-to-many concept. Meaning, what could you offer to your ideal clients where you have this one package of solutions and you're selling that same solution to every client with a few tweaks here and there that I'll talk about. Some of the benefits of doing this is that it is obviously faster setup. If I have one solution, one set of automations, for example, that I'm selling to my ideal clients, then it's very easy for me to add that, whether I'm building it even if I'm building it from scratch, it's very easy for me to do that because there's one right way of doing this. It also means that it's going to increase your revenue potential because you can more quickly turn these around and bring in new clients and sell these packages, which also can make it easier for you to sell because your messaging is all around this one package that you're offering. And then finally, it makes it easier to both delegate and automate. Again, if you have one package, or even, maybe we narrow it down to 3 packages. This is the main package that you are selling. This is what needs to be built. Then it's very easy for you to create an SOP of how to fulfill this solution that you can then hand off to your implementation team. Or you can have some of these automations pre-built and actually share them automatically with your clients. And I'll talk more about that solution in a little bit. However, the only way this works is if you are very clear on who you serve and if you are able to specialize. Specialization is going to be the key to all of this, because if you have a bunch of different types of clients, they're going to have a bunch of different types of needs, and you're not going to have that the one size fits all kind of solution that you want to come up with. And obviously, we're not marketing it as one size fits all, but on our on the back end, we know that we're giving them sort of our standard package. One way to kind of think about this and how this not only helps you package, but also helps you market your business is to share a story about my ex-husband. My ex-husband loved classic Mercedes. He had multiple classic Mercedes-Benz, old, I say old, he said classic, old Mercedes-Benz, and inevitably they would break down. So when one of his Mercedes would break down, he would drive past the gas station on the corner that had a repair shop. He would drive out further past the repair shop that dealt with international automobiles and go way out to this shop that dealt only with classic Mercedes-Benz. Now, what does that mean? That means that he probably paid so much more. I know he paid so much more than he would have paid if he had gone to the garage, the gas station around the corner, which probably could have done the same job just as well. But the perception was, oh, this shop specializes in exactly what I need. And so I'm willing to drive further. I'm willing to pay more because I know these people are able to give me what I need. So from the shop side, that means that they can market more easily because they are very clear on who their target audience is. It may also mean that they can get parts less expensively than perhaps the gas station because they might be able to buy in bulk because they know they're going to need these parts for multiple vehicles. So think about your own business, that the more you can focus on who it is that you're serving, then the better you're able to market, the easier it is to serve because you only have one type of client that you're attempting to serve. So how do we build solutions around this that makes this rinse and repeat revenue for us? It's a simple 3-step process. And actually, I should have a step 0, which is get really clear on who your target audience is, which I just talked about. But once you're clear about that, you want to build or copy the custom components that make sense, that this is going to be your package that you offer to your clients. Then you're going to share that with each client. And then, if necessary, you're going to do some customization. So again, not building from scratch, but providing a pre-built solution and then tweaking it in a way that makes sense. So if we look at step 1 of building or copying components, if you're not quite sure where to start, you can go right to Keap's sales page and scroll down till it shows you the list of pre-built automations. These are just some of them. Lead magnet offer, fast cash flash sale, online review request, podcast guest management, hiring, whatever. Take the ones that make sense for your particular audience and or come up with ones that make sense for your particular audience. So I work with coaches. That is my target market. I find that there are some specific things that all coaches need or that most coaches need. And so I build solutions specifically for coaches. And so whether from this list or from your own experience, you're going to come up with what you think that group needs. So in my experience, some of the things that coaches need, they need a landing page because most coaches are using a lead magnet. They have some sort of free download that people are opting into as their list builder. They obviously need an automation to deliver the lead magnet. They have a specific welcome sequence, and they need the related tags and custom fields. In terms of converting clients, they may need the sales pipeline if they have a VIP day, and usually they need to book appointments, so they're going to need appointments built out. And then in terms of creating fans, we may want to, at the end of a project, indicate that the coaching project is done or the coaching contract is done so that can trigger a request for a review. And again, with all the appropriate tags. I didn't come up with the idea that coaches need appointments. I know that coaches need, they often have a discovery call. So it makes sense to create a solution that includes a discovery call. Coaches almost always, a lot of their life coaches, they often are going to want to start with some sort of quiz or assessment or a wheel of life kind of lead magnet that then leads to a welcome sequence where they're saying very similar things. First email is welcome to my community. Second email is providing information about how you solve another problem. Third email is a testimonial. So similar content for each type of coach. Once you're clear on the various elements that you need, then you are going to build them out once as your standard. This is what I build for my clients. Again, you don't have to start from scratch. So Keap has, as you know, some landing page templates, for example. You might take, this is an example of one of the landing page templates that's already in Keap. You could take one of those, move some of the elements around. As we know, we can customize all of these, move it around and make it your version of this is the lead magnet opt-in page that we offer for our clients. Once you have that, now you can tell your team, use this landing page. You're going to move the box to the other side, and we're going to change the logo and put it in the center. Something very similar to that, whatever it is for your group. So you're going to create whatever assets you need to create. Maybe it's a landing page. Maybe you're going to put together the pipeline, and this is the pipeline that I'm going to create for all of my coaching clients or whatever your type of client is. After the coaching session, maybe you create an internal form that, after each coaching engagement, there's a form that needs to be filled out to determine, is this person continuing? Do I want to request a review? Again, what are the standard things that everybody in your target audience is going to need? And then once you have all of those built out, then again, it's a matter of just when you have a new client, building this same set of automations in that client's app. And hopefully you're seeing, so that's much different from sitting down and let's figure out all the different things that this particular client needs versus here's the packets that you're buying. It includes this many landing pages, this many automations, this many sales pipelines, this many appointments. Then all you need to do is now go back in and customize it for that client by getting their hex codes and changing the colors, adding their logo, making sure you're adding the right signature. So the little tweaks versus starting from scratch every single time. So this is something that everybody can do. If you are a Keap partner, then it's even easier to do all of this because Keap has created something that they call Solution Launchpad, which for those of you who are partners, you are probably familiar with, or at least have heard of. This is really your fast track solution to this rinse and repeat revenue. To find Solution Launchpad, go into your main app. Again, this is for those of you who are partners. You're going to go into your main app. When you go to settings, you're going to see Solution Launchpad as one of your options. When you click on that, you'll see that it's going to show you whatever items you might already have set up, but you'll be able to go in and tell it, I want to add new items that I want to share. And then you're going to go through and you're going to say, okay, I'm going to be creating, the things I want to share include this landing page that I built. Again, the automation that I set up, this internal form that I've created. And you just tell it, these are the things that I want to be able to share automatically. One of the things I really love about this is that you can pull things from any app that you own. So you don't have to use your sandbox. You could pull from your main app as well as your sandbox app as well. If you have more than one sandbox, you can pull from more than one sandbox. You can mix and match. So wherever you have information, you can pull it from. And so these would be the items in this case that I may have selected for this package. Once I've selected that, then it's going to give me the option to share them individually, or if we select the first one, it says turn this into a bundle. I could say, take all of these different items that I've just identified, and I want to bundle them all together in what I'm going to call my coaching bundle, which is these bundle of systems and automations I've created for coaches. Once I create that, I'm able to share it in a bunch of different ways, actually. So I could create a link directly to that bundle so that anybody who has that link that has Keap can click on it and add those items to their app. Very, very simple for them to do. It just happens in the background while they're doing other things. And it takes less than a minute usually for things to load. So the upside, that makes it very easy to sell. If you want to automate that whole sales process, you could even set up an automation that when they buy the bundle, they automatically get this link they can download. But if you're afraid that they're going to share that link with all their little friends, you can also create a one-time link, which is a really nice feature, so that each client would get a unique link that can only be used one time. That way you can be sure that that they're not sharing that with other people. You can also tie it to a Keap link for a Keap checkout form, so you can bundle it with Keap. So that if you're a sales partner, if you're selling Keap, you can sell Keap, and when they buy it, they automatically get this bundle. But the one that I use the most is the last option, which if you scroll down on the page, which is push it to another Keap app. This makes it very simple to say, okay, Cameron just bought this bundle from me, so let me go to, if I'm a partner in Cameron's app, let me pull his app up, and I can just click a button and install this right into his app. This gives you the most control. This is the way that I do with my clients. Just push it into their app, but the other ways are available to you as well. The other thing I wanted to point out is that you can edit these bundles once you create it. Or if you want to install it later, you again just go to your list of bundles and just click install. And again, it'll allow you to install. Very, very simple. Again, this is available to all Keap partners. Now that you've built it and shared it, again, all you need to do is go into the client's app and do the customization. So again, let's say that this is something that I built for to share with clients. Now I would go in and I would swap this logo for the client's logo. I would change the colors of the buttons to the client's colors. I might even have sort of a standard background image that might work for everybody in the industry that I'm targeting, so I don't even have to make that change. It's really small tweaks. If I am doing this for coaches, this language down here, I might already have standard language that I use where I just have to pop in the name of their lead magnet, and then this is done. And because that's so much more simple, I don't have to be the one that does it. I can hand that off to a team member to do that last bit of implementation, customization. So it's saving me time, which saves me money. Just one other little thing I wanted to share is that after you embed all of this into the client's app, if you want to give them additional instructions, we also have access to what's called the coaching portal. So when you log into Keap, if you'll notice down in the corner, so ignore all this up here, but down in the corner, there's this thing that looks like a little football play, which is the coaching portal. When someone clicks on that, they're going to see this checklist. The default within Keap is just a getting started onboarding checklist that's like, verify, authenticate your email and just a little getting started checklist. But again, as a partner, you can add things to this. So one of the things that I can do and that I've done is to create a welcome sequence for new clients where they go in here. One of the things they can click on, it says welcome from Action Accelerated. When they click on that, a video pops up that's just a welcome video explaining what's been built for them, explaining what they need to do. The other elements might say, if they're going to do the customization, here's how to make changes to the landing page. Here's what you need to adjust in your automation. Make sure you connect your appointments to Google, your Google Calendar. So you can provide instructions in there and have them do the customization if you don't want to do the customization or if you want to provide additional instructions. Ultimately, I'm hoping you're seeing that you can harness this power of rinse and repeat revenue when you think about how can I move away from doing these one-on-one bespoke solutions to providing a high quality one-to-many solution. That's when you're going to have that revenue that you can rinse and repeat. And so that's what I wanted to share. I'm also have my contact information here should you want to follow up with me, or if you would like to meet, you can go to meetwithdrdenise.com and we can book a time to talk.